Go yet?
Ashes to ashes.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah. We in there, baby.
Warren, you got to Warren and Adrian, you got to give Mike a break since he family in.
Right.
Hey, hello.
I wish he could have just told us.
Right.
Hey,
family
what's going on, everybody? Yeah, we family in today. Today's some birthdays. We're gonna talk about those in a few minutes. But welcome to the podcast. Today we got a special guest today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just excited. Just really excited.
If I was your mama, I would smack you upside your head.
My mama, she's right here. We celebrate my mama right now. So we're going.
Yeah, but why did you get so close to the light? Like you was finna tell a scary story or something.
Because we could have handled this podcast while he enjoyed his mother.
I mean, he got the headphones and everything at the restaurant.
All right, we're gonna do introductions, man. Go around the horn. What you got?
They right, Mike. You should have. We could have handled it tonight. But anyway, good evening, everybody. We want to welcome everybody to our 17th, 18th. We don't know which number this podcast.
We're rolling, baby.
We roll. Just glad everybody is here. We have a special guest tonight, who is special to us, all the way from Texas. So we're glad that he's here with us. We look forward to some good convo tonight. Let's share so we can get the people on. All right, Mother.
Mother, take yourself off mute, ma'am.
Mother's frozen.
She's frozen.
Oh, she's frozen.
Ooh, girl, I'm gonna need you to get Mister to spend some extra money on the Wi-Fi, girl.
She got a next day.
I'm done. This is me. Hey.
Oh Lord.
All right, Tiff, what you got?
Oh well, it's Tiffany, the princess. Happy to have everybody here tonight. We have, like we said, we have a special guest. We're all really excited, and I think you guys will be too. So let's go.
Let's get it. All right, Adrian, what you got? The man down at the bottom.
Hey, man, listen, y'all. We are so super excited. Me more so because this one is very dear to me, very close to me. Big respect on this end. But nevertheless, each and every week, y'all, we go up a little higher. We get a little bit more intensified in what we have to give you versus what we want you to know right here on Till Death Do Us Part podcast. So make sure you share, make sure you like, definitely make sure you interact, and let's keep this thing up. We elevating week by week, baby. Let's pop it.
All right, let's go. All right, Warren, what you got down there?
I would say that I paused and I'm jumping in and out, but I pay good money for my Wi-Fi, so I don't. But we made it out the jet. We made it out.
That wasn't as enthusiastic as it normally is. You was like,
let me tell you something. It's gonna be.
You was real. Your neck was real stiff on that one. I don't know if you didn't stretch or something or what.
Wait a minute.
I have given this Monday. Hey,
Vanessa Wood.
This Monday has been all for me. Anywho, welcome to Till Death Do Us Part. Listen, if you have ever put a body in a barbecue pit or dressed your staff up
as Christmas elves
and
gingerbread men,
watch
anything.
I was proud of my tights.
You have to attribute it to our guest on today. I will say that I am a fan. And if you crown anybody and you wear any type of tights or any type of whatever the family will have you to do, it's because of this man that's a guest on our show today. So thank you all for joining us. Please like and share. It's going to be a great, great, great episode. And I will say, because the man said that my neck is a little stiff, I will just say that at least my neck can be stiff.
Oh Lord, I don't even want to know where that's
I don't
going to
want
go.
to know. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Mike, go ahead, Mike. Go
All
ahead,
right,
Mike.
we're going to do our disclaimer.
Please.
I know. Oh, this early
Yeah,
on.
we got to put it out there early. So you see at the bottom of the screen, disclaimer right there. These views are only ours, not of anybody else's. And yeah, we're already going to get started. We're going to go right into it. So we're going to talk about
we got mother's moments.
Mother's moments.
Yeah, but we need
moments.
Tiffany to stop mooning us.
Sorry, I had to get up. I forgot I locked Miles out the house.
Uh-oh.
Lord. Torture.
Welcome to everybody that's coming in.
Now?
So now it's time for
Am I
Mother's
frozen?
Moments.
No, we can hear you, old lady.
Girl, your neck
Okay.
really doesn't. You in Brooklyn's body and your neck just don't work.
It's going to be that forever and ever.
I am not. Anyway.
Mother's moments is light tonight since mother is keep fading in and out.
Really, girl, get on your hotspot on your phone or something.
Yes.
All right. Well, since Mother's Moments is not, it's not going to work.
Said, can you get up again, Tiffany? I don't know. Somebody said that.
I didn't read that.
Yeah, somebody said, can you get up again?
I didn't read that. Nevertheless, y'all, listen, y'all. We're gonna let. Oh, there she goes. She's back. There she go. Come on, there we go. Give us Mother's moments.
Y'all bear with me. We ain't pay our bill this month. Next,
we can tell.
But this week's moments is very special and very happy. We're not doing sad moments today. We have 2 birthdays in the group, and first we have Miss Vanessa, who is the mom of y'all's Princess Tiffanie.
Yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah, happy birthday, Miss Vanessa.
It's my mama's birthday.
Hey, look at her. Look. Miss Vanessa looked like she used to be at the juke joint. She used to be at the juke joint.
My mom is, she's doing the big one today. This is the big one. It's 7-0.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
So I'm about to light. So now I'm about to light you up,
Right?
because your mother is celebrating her 70th, and you gonna not enjoy dinner with her.
Well, I told her that I had to record, and we'll celebrate later. We'll celebrate another day. Mm-hmm. I was just with her yesterday, so I just saw her.
The Lord is pleased with y'all dedication.
Right. Don't blame us. Blame your children.
Right.
And
It's
now,
not us.
We
Happy
thank
birthday,
you for
Miss
joining
Vanessa.
us, supporting your princess.
Look, is she on right now? She said thanks.
Yeah, she should be on. She should be on.
She's on.
Yeah.
Now,
there she goes.
Now we have Mike's mom, and Mike is actually sitting at dinner with his mother.
With his headphones on.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Miss Betty.
Everybody give up Miss Betty.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
A milestone for her.
Miss Betty looked like she used to give out a whole lot of ass whoopings.
Bro, y'all have no idea.
Miss Betty, boy, Miss Betty looked like she used to take the switches and tie them together and put them in hot water and woo.
Sound like somebody's missing the switch.
Man, listen.
Man,
And And they both happen to share a birthday with none other than our former president, Barack Obama.
Yeah.
He's still my president. He's still my president.
That's still my president. My president is black.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, ladies.
Yep.
Happy birthday, ladies.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely. We're going to send y'all
All
a
right.
scriptogram.
That's
We're going to send y'all some scriptograms.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
worry.
really
Crazy.
good. Yeah,
They
that
on the
was
way.
Hello to everyone that's coming in. Hello to everyone that's coming in. Like, share,
Welcome.
and all those good vibes our way. This is episode
18.
727 million. Somewhere in there.
Oh, man. So, listen. Current events. What do we have for current events this week? Do we have
The world's still crazy.
Yeah.
the world's still crazy?
Yeah.
So,
Hasn't
so
changed.
World's still crazy.
overall, the current event is that, of course, you know, our president is trying to rezone the
The
world
White House. Yeah.
in the white, and so pretty much to try to blue out a lot of the red, so to speak. And so that's what's going on out here now. Our very own Jasmine Crockett did a whole big bus rally, and our special guest was also a part of that. They donated transportation as well, to take people who wanted to go to be able to speak, to be able to fight, and be able to express their opinions and feelings on the subject matter of why and how stupid it is. Not only that, the underlining part of it all is that all this man is literally trying to do, because a lot of people don't understand that what he's doing right now doesn't affect us right now. What he's
Right.
doing right now affects us 2 years from now when the next president is in office. And so a lot of people are so caught up in the right now, and it's not about the right now, it's about the future. And
Yeah.
so again, you know, Jasmine Crockett, along with, of course, like I said, our special guest and a few more others, you know, transported. I think it was maybe about 6 to 10 between charter buses, sprinters, and of course personal, you know, vehicles. Local preachers and pastors from all around went down to Austin to again
Wow.
address the subject matter. And so definitely kudos to Jasmine Crockett and all of those who went down and assisted in this matter, because man, people really don't understand. It's not affecting us now, y'all. It's affecting us in the future. So we just got to get on top of this.
Well, Adrian, since you getting right into it, we're gonna go ahead and introduce our special guest. Would you like to do that?
Man, you know what? I would not, but I will, because I do love him and I definitely respect him. He is the CEO of Golden Gate Funeral Home in not only Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, but Madison Parish, Tallulah, Louisiana. He is the one and only John E. Beckwith Jr. Y'all, let's make some noise and give it up for him.
You got to find some applaud sounds, just like that
Reverend.
chicken head song.
You say Reverend. He's Reverend.
He is Reverend Brother Omega Psi Phi is in the building.
Oh Lord,
Reverend.
our screen is messing up. Hold up, the screen is messing up.
I feel like that should have been the time to play Atomic Dog.
Right? But wait a minute. Atomic Dog is my dad's ringtone. So when he calls me,
Yeah.
like everybody
My
knows that he's a
God.
Q. Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm really surprised, boss, that you even I would have thought you would have had a suit on, to be totally honest with y'all.
He
I
should
was
have.
expecting a suit.
The pajamas would have been better. Pajamas.
Well, let me say this, you guys. I am actually in St. Bart's, West Indies. I'm on vacation. I don't return back until the end of the week.
Oh, dope, man. Thank you, boss, for
Yeah.
taking the time out for us.
Yeah, we
No
appreciate you coming on.
Let's have some fun.
Absolutely.
Mr. Beckwith, he don't listen. He on vacation. He going there and try to start another funeral home. He there to start another funeral home. He about to take the West Indies by storm.
We're gonna see what happens.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Welcome. So
Welcome,
who's gonna get
Brad. So
started?
we
Who's
appreciate
gonna
you.
get us
We
started?
appreciate you jumping on. So we just gonna ask. The title for tonight's show is Cultural Funerals, and we know you are a man of the world. You've traveled around a lot. You in the best fraternity that there is known to man. So we just gonna go ahead and get right into
They
it.
throwing slugs at you, Wendal.
That's all right.
Just if you don't mind, you could just share with us just some, some of your experiences as a funeral director out in Dallas, Texas, and just some of the things that you have brought to the funeral services. Anybody that knows anything about funeral service, they know John Beckwith and their Golden Gate Funeral Home. So I even talked to my staff today, and I was like, y'all remember that? Yeah, Golden Gate Funeral Home. I was like, exactly. Well, guess who's going to be on the show tonight? So everybody's really excited that you're on, and we appreciate you doing that. But if you can just give us a little bit, and then we'll ask some questions, and whatever insight you want to give us will be great. So we're going to give you the floor to kind of do what you do, brother.
Well, let me say this first of all. Golden Gate Funeral Home is 45 years old. I went to mortuary college back in 1985. So, we've seen a lot of changes since then. 1992, the internet came in. But, the reason we've been so successful over the years is that we're willing to change each and every year. As things change, Golden Gate change. So that's really been a blessing for us. And, of course, partnering with TLC when we did the best funerals ever allowed the entire world to see who we are and what we're capable of doing. But also, I believe that opened up for so many other funeral homes and so many other people who want to get into business. So you can be yourself, that you don't have to go with the tradition. You kind of make your own tradition. And I believe that's what we have done at Golden Gate Funeral Home.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So this is what I'll say. I'll say that when Best Funeral Ever came out, funeral service was in a place where everybody in the world was like, what? That's what we doing?
Like they can do this?
And let me tell you something. I remember, it's crazy that it's been as long as it's been since that show premiered. But I remember sitting in the house with my mom, and we were like, no, bro. No, we can't. We're not about to bury nobody in no barbecue pit. But I think as time has progressed, the world has become more open and more flexible to doing something out the box. And we can definitely call you a pioneer of that. Because there's not one person or funeral service professional anywhere that hasn't taken from what Golden Gate has put out. So you are definitely a pioneer.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, your father was a pioneer as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's one thing being first, right? So we know what comes with being first. Of course, you're going to get the credit when it goes well, but also you get the criticism. So that's one of the things that has made us who we are. And, we truly believe we are winners. Sometimes we have to punt the ball. Sometimes we have to kick a field goal. We don't always score a touchdown. But what I can tell you about Golden Gate Funeral Home, we're always going to be first, and we're always going to be winners, and we plan on always being number one.
Yeah. I remember when we were doing and filming Best Funerals Ever, and the biggest thing is that a lot of people kind of, to a certain degree, they took it the wrong way, and then some people kind of misunderstood the concept of it. What they did not know is that we had already traditionally took care of the decedents, honored their wishes, honored their loved one wishes in the traditional sense. The show and a lot of people, what they seen was we pretty much relived how those people lived in their real life, whether it was the ranch and the farmer. That was his life. He was a farmer. He loved his animals. He loved his pigs. Whether it was the baby back rib, that was the guy. That's who came up with the song. That's who came up with the jingle. That was him. Whether it was the roller coaster, this guy loved to go to roller coasters. He loved to go to the fair and to the carnivals and things of that nature. So a lot of people did not know that we had already traditionally honored the wishes of not only these decedents, but also the wishes of their families. And what they did was they came back. We said to them, hey, would you allow us to celebrate your loved one in real life sense of how they live their daily life, how they enjoyed their daily life? They said yes. We honored the wishes and we gave them what they gave us, which was how their loved one lived their lives. And so a lot of people did not understand that, again, traditionally, those services were already honored in the right sense of it as it relates to the sacredcy of funeral business before the shows were even aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that that every service that was aired also had another traditional service for each family.
Somebody
Of
needs to go
course,
on mute.
That's
and
Mike
of
at the
course,
restaurant.
we had so many families that we filmed a lot more services than what you actually got the opportunity to see. Of course,
Yeah.
they couldn't air all of the services. We do over 2,500 death calls a year. So everybody didn't make the show. But it's just kind of, good. I know it's been 12 years, but we've seen so many changes now in film service because of that show. So I'm just really proud that we had the opportunity to do it.
Now,
So
since we're talking about cultures per se, I know internally between Dallas and Fort Worth to even Louisiana, there's a culture change there. But tell us about some of the cultures that you've seen come through your doors.
We've been blessed. We have 105 employees, and they're all from different places. I mean, from different countries, different backgrounds. So each one of them bring their family as well as their church, their religion beliefs, or whatever the case may be. So we have the opportunity to service a wide variety of people. When you're in a metroplex of over 8 million people, you have a lot of different cultures there. So at Golden Gate Funeral Home, I can tell you we're open to any and everything. So from one religion to the other, we always respect, regardless what that may be. We try not to push our Christianity or whatever the case, and we respect everyone. So you name it, we've pretty much done it.
All right. Mr. Beckwith, we appreciate you sharing with us tonight, man. We're really enjoying you. One thing that I found amazing that you do, and you can maybe tell us a little bit more about it. I think it's every Saturday or is it every day? You have a staff meeting with
Every day.
all the employees that's working that day. And I'm talking about a staff meeting is like at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So they get paid extra for that, or they just that come along.
Yeah,
Staff meeting, man. We really enjoy that. Yeah.
I can't say this. Anytime an employee show up, they're getting paid. We meet 6 days a week. 8 o'clock every Monday through Friday. 7 o'clock, we start off with a men's meeting from 7 to 7:30. And at 7:30, the entire staff joins us. Of course, it's been a very busy funeral home. We've done like 37 funerals in one day. So there's a lot to organize. Of course, there's two other things that we add every morning. That is words of encouragement. I believe it's very important. We never know what someone has been through the night before. And we know there's a lot of pressure that comes with being in this business. So we always want to give them the scripture and words of encouragement. And then also we do a funeral 101 where something is taught 6 days a week in our business. A lot of times they don't have the opportunity to go to conventions, and a lot of times they don't have the continued education. So we bring that to the table for our staff. We want our staff to be the very best, the smartest people in funeral business. So I believe that's my job as a CEO, to make sure that they get that.
Great. We appreciate that. And we've seen some videos from your meetings and how creative they've been. I did like the idea when you were actually doing a service and you were practicing the crowning piece, even not the crowning, just the entrance and the exit of the staff of the services. And I think that was a great thing that you were doing, and make sure that you give the A1 service that Golden Gate is known for. So we appreciate, and we appreciate you just not doing it, but you're sharing it with the profession, you're sharing it with the world, and we appreciate that, man.
Well, thank you for that.
So I have a question. Do you have anyone on your staff that predates you?
I do not, actually. Most of them have passed away. I started at 13 years old, 45 years ago. I went to mortuary college in 1985. So I've been around a long time. We're talking about 40 years, actually working there full time. So most of them have passed away at this point.
And with you, I believe it's you and your sister that's there. How are you all talking about succession?
So not only my sister and I are owners, we're both 50% owners, but I have a daughter that's been with me for 15 years as a licensed fundraiser. I graduated from Texas A&M with a business degree. Also, she has a daughter that's been with us for 20 years. I also graduated from Texas A&M with a business degree. We have a nephew and a niece that works with us, so we have that next generation in line.
Amen.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Strong next generation.
Right.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Beckwith, let me ask, culturally, since we are talking about cultures and different ways that they handle services, what would you say would be one of the more challenging cultures or ways of having services that you had to deal with?
Right. Of course, we deal with the Hispanic community in Dallas. It's just really growing. The majority of Dallas area, they're Hispanic. And one of the things we have to be careful with, and we, especially when it comes to cultures, is that we don't want to group everybody as Mexican. Because we have so many Hispanic communities, is that we have to be careful to know exactly where they're from, if they're from Panama, if they're from Argentina. Even though they speak Spanish, we have to be careful that we follow exactly what their lead is. They may be Catholic, but it's different ways that they do things. So they may be Christians. So it's very challenging. You have to really pay attention and listen to exactly what they want.
Do you find that in serving Hispanic communities, do you have bilingual staff members that can handle that?
Most definitely, that's mandatory in the Texas, especially in the Dallas area. We have 5 full-time bilingual employees.
Great, 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 great. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Tiffany, are you bilingual?
I am not. I'm trying, but I am not.
Just your hair. But no, then also piggybacking on that, just speaking in as far as the cultural relevancies, like a lot of people don't even know your full background, Mr. Beckwith, that not only are you a friend or director, not only are you a minister, but you're also a police officer as well. And so a lot of people don't know, like, you've dealt with the cultural differences just in so many different avenues and roads. Like, can you break that down, like the differences of how things may have been in the police officer role versus the cultural relevancies in the funeral director role versus the cultural relevancies when you are out of town and you're introducing yourself or people even acknowledge you in your ministerial position?
Right. I wear 3 hats. Of course, I have a doctorate, a master's degree as well, as a minister. But I'm also a licensed police officer. I've served that community as assistant chief for 31 years as a police officer, as well as a funeral director and embalmer. So it just depends where I met you and how I met you, how you may perceive who I am. But I try to be nice to everyone. We want to treat everybody the same. Even if I'm taking you to jail, I'm still ministering to you. I'm still telling you about the funeral home and things of that sort. You just
You tell
never
me about
know.
the funeral in jail.
Of course, man. They lose loved ones as well, right? Just because they're going to jail doesn't mean their loved one's not going to pass.
You're not going to be here but a couple of years. When you come out, look for us
Remember,
at
Golden
Golden
Gate
Gate.
Funeral Home. So
Let
I'm
me
mindful of
introduce you
that.
to a woman named Miranda. She's gonna give you her rights.
So I think it's very important. Like I said, I wear a lot of hats, but I try to be the same person. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give you the word of God. I'm going to do everything I can to help you regardless of where you are. So I try to keep that same spirit regardless what hat I'm wearing that day.
Yeah. One thing, Mr. Beckwith, we love that you have a balance of life. Like you say, you're out of town now, but we'll look up and you'll be at an NFL game, an NBA game, you'll be anywhere. And we just love that you can work hard, but you play as hard as you work. And we observe
every Super Bowl, every
yes,
NBA
every
All-Star
Super Bowl,
game.
he's there. He's there.
Right.
Dude. Front row.
I just want to know how you get a standing spray. I just want to know how you get how do you get
I
a
was
casket
wondering how
spray in a
long it was going to
Lamborghini?
take my dad to get in.
There you go, Dad. I see you, Dad. Roof.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a Q reunion tonight or something. That's all right. Kevin Haynes is on here with me and James Tony, so we good.
We got a few of those 5 blue. Go ahead, Warren.
I just want to know how you get a casket spray in the Lambo.
That doesn't happen. Let me just say that.
I just, if does Big Mama get to ride in the lead car? I mean, how y'all get her in and out of the car?
I can tell you that we have all our exotic fleet is on the price list, and you'll be surprised who want that vehicle. I mean, like I said, from 80 on down. I think the Cybertruck is probably the most popular of all the exotic vehicles. My favorite, of course, is the G-Wagon. But yeah, from one age to the other, it's just sometimes very surprising who you'll find that will ask for those vehicles.
Now, let me ask, speaking of the fleet, is that, do you find that specific cultures tend to want specific things? Or
But
is
what
it
I
just
find,
kind of like across the board?
well, it's a generation thing more than it is culture. Yeah, so you have the younger ones that they play these video games and it has a Cybertruck in the video game, and the kids know how to work that thing. So the younger ones kind of lean toward that. Ones who are more into the hip hop, they like the Lamborghini and the G Wagon. So it just depends on the age.
Gotcha.
So you charge them for those particular vehicles? That's
Oh,
what you
yes,
say?
ma'am. They're
Oh,
most definitely on.
Oh,
They're,
yes,
they're on the
ma'am.
price list.
no, that's right. I heard it the priceless, but okay.
Yeah, Charmaine, go and put your rank on the price list, Charmaine.
Right.
So as he said, Golden Gate has been a trendsetter, and I call it crash dummy over here. Before internet, before social media, we used to have a lot of personalized services, for the lack of layman words. Then all of a sudden, our colleagues, because I don't call them competitors, everybody have their own. Our colleagues started doing personalized services. So then we had to figure out, what's next for us to set ourselves aside. So that's when I got the motorcycle and started using the motorcycle as a lead vehicle. So
Right.
I noticed people would say, oh, you can have that. They will see me in the middle of the intersection. Oh, you're crazy enough to stand in the middle of the intersection. Like having my bike in the middle of the intersection with a stop sign that would blink, stop. I would see a lot of mail trucks, the bumpers of the mail trucks often. I would hear a lot of screeching because I didn't have sirens, or I did have strobe lights, but I didn't have sirens on my bike. So we tried to do different things here. We are only car number 5 with the anti-curse. After our anti-curse, then a couple people, throughout the country started getting it because the company claimed that they weren't going to sell it within a certain mileage
Right.
of us. So we tried to do different things that set us aside. So I call it the crash dummy, because I call us crash dummies with the new words of trendsetters, because people wait for us to do it, being a small funeral home. They
Right.
wait for us to do a lot to see if it worked. Then they go ahead and try to mimic it. Even the cemeteries try to mimic some of the items that we give and some of the personalized things that we give as well. So I commend you for continuing that. We have not let up on trying to stand out and set ourselves apart, especially being small and staying small. My desire is not to get as big as you. That is not my desire. Because I know, all in all, I have trust
That's
issues.
a lot of work.
That's
Yeah,
that's
and
a
I have
lot.
trust issues, so I don't think I'll be able to trust a lot of staff to leave them by themselves
Right.
as you do. I can't get that far yet. And now
Well,
I
let me
see why my dad is still by my side every day, because he has trust issues too, building
Well,
the business.
Charmaine, let me say this. I own a funeral home in Tallulah, Louisiana, that does 135 cases a year. So I can definitely relate with a small funeral home. It's one man show. I mean, Michael Beckwith runs that funeral home. Of course, he calls in staff when he has several funerals in one day. So we're very familiar with running a small funeral home. Of course, we have a medium-sized funeral home that does a little over 300 a year in our Fort Worth locations. So we have 3 different level of funeral homes. So I can relate wherever you are. I can definitely relate with what you're speaking of.
I just, it gives me anxiety to think about 2,500 cases a year.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
that 100 employees, like
Yeah.
100 different personalities.
Yeah.
My God.
Different cultures themselves. Like
Yeah.
you having
You
to
Exactly.
manage
You
that.
said 37 funerals in one day, and I was like, oh, bro, wait.
So
Lot
I
of
have a
moving
question
parts.
when we
Wait.
talk about cultures. Culturally, what has been different for you and the type of cultures that you've served? We've seen the professions that people have, that you served, as far as the what was that, the roller coaster and things like that. But what
Right.
other types of cultures have you served that didn't have an opportunity to go on TV?
Right. I mean, when you speak of a community that has 8 million people, you can think about just every religion there is. We have it all in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So there's not too many religions I have not served. It's probably easier for me to say what I haven't served than more than who we have.
Okay.
So you can, I mean, you can name it all. We have it all.
Do you do? I don't know what the Dallas area's Muslim community is like, but do you do an Islamic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do quite a few actually.
Yeah.
Of course, they choose to wash the bodies and things of
Yeah.
that sort. Of
We
course,
do
we
a
own our,
large population of Muslims too,
so
so that's
you
why I was
understand,
asking.
and we own
I
our
do.
own crematory, so it definitely helps when you're dealing with Asian, just different
The
cultures.
Buddhists. Yeah.
Right. They want to come in, they want to burn certain things in the funeral home, and they want, it's almost like a Mardi Gras. They're throwing beads and
Yeah.
things of that sort on our way to the retort. So we're just very open. I mean, we're going to service whoever call Golden
Right.
Gate Funeral Home.
I'm thinking out the box of, we have our trifecta of religions, but I'm thinking like, satanic or Celtic or Viking, those are everywhere, but we don't really hear too many, I remember being in school and there's that section talking about the satanic religion in the books. And everybody goes, "Oh, no, they're not coming to my door. No, this." And I'm just like, you might not believe what they believe, but you still have to service them the same way. And yes, you do have a right as a business owner to close your doors by state, however those rules are. But why would you close your doors on somebody who's grieving
Yeah.
the
I'm
same
not
way?
closing my doors to nothing but flies. And that's because I want to learn it. Like I want to see what they all are doing. And we're in our suburban location is in an area where it's a melting pot for the military. So a lot of those guys have gone cross seas and then bring the foreign wives back. So we have touched the nail community. And every time somebody come in, somebody different is translating for them, or it's one particular lady that helps them. So when you get into those different cultured communities, it's a learning experience more so than
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
I'm gonna
And
have to
how
meet
and how do you
some of them
how do you navigate that? Like how do you navigate so many different cultures and knowing what boxes and where to put it and how because your time limit, some of them you have only 2 to 3 days and you have to get it done. Others you have more time. Others want, like you said, to have the ceremony prior to the cremation. Like how do you navigate that portion?
I can
John
answer that question.
speaks all those languages, don't he?
Yeah, I take to be blessed that we have 105 employees,
That's what
and we
I was
have
gonna
the vehicles, and we have enough people to get it done. So that's really a blessing in our situation. And then, like I said, to be in a large metropolitan area, to have 2 major airports, so normally we can get things very quickly.
Okay.
Not only that, his name is John Beckwith. that's what I can hear him saying that in a real sense to that question in real life. He would tell you, "I'm John Beckwith, baby."
I heard it. I heard it in the atmosphere.
I'm serious.
Man, it's an honor to have you on Till Death Do Us Part today, because it's.
Indeed.
I mean, I think you. I'm sure that you do realize it, but you have so many people looking up to you as the funeral home guy. You are one of the giants in the funeral home industry, and it took a while for people to realize that, hey, what you saw on TLC is only a fraction of the many families that come through that get professional service, and Golden Gate has proven to be a well-oiled machine. So I just want to commend you on continuing that legacy. I'm hoping that I make it 45 years in before I, burn the building down. But I just want you to know that you got me to look. I'm looking up to you.
Thank you.
And I know we all are.
Absolutely.
I was told by my dad, and people had negative things to say, of course, when you did the show, and they even had negative things to say when Bill Harris did his show as well. But my dad always said the people that talk about you, thinking about you, and they trying to be about you. So I take people talking negative about the positive things that you're doing to serve as a boost for that. And I commend that you have taken those risks, because sometimes thinking outside of the box, depending on your demographic area of your business, can be a risky measure. We have a couple funeral homes here that are known just for serving the young folks and drug dealers. Unfortunately, those two funeral homes have that stigma. And so much so when your personal friends pass or their children pass, it's like, oh, well, we didn't want to bring that crowd into your place. So,
Right.
Regardless, people are going to speak negatively, but I think you have done well with showing and keeping your demeanor. Every time I see you, you just glide through the building.
Well, thank you.
And that is true.
John and I got this thing. I'm here. I'm here.
I think all of us,
He come through. He's here.
Yeah, we've all come to know you better through NFDMA, and we appreciate the friendships and the workmanship you've shown all of us. We're shipping us bodies to different, us to our different states, and I think that's one of the real benefits of being a part of funeral service organizations. Even when you're there, if you're there for a day or two, you're one of our leaders. You chairman of our committees, and so you're there at all the meetings and the house meetings and our conventions, and you don't walk around and just not speak to people. You're friendly with everybody. We appreciate your brotherhood and the way that you treat the people, your colleagues all across the nation.
And he preached too.
Yes, sir. He preached. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what?
Oh, let me give this shameless plug about Golden Gate. If you need I don't want to call them a step team. If you need the professional pallbearer, they will come to your state. Carlton Douglas had the opportunity to have them. Did he call you twice?
I've been there a few times. Yes, ma'am.
Right. He's been in Maryland several times and sent his team for the professional pallbearers. And boy, oh boy, they have put on a show. And I tell you, it is worth getting them to come.
Yes, we'll travel all over the nation.
They call SWAT.
That's correct. Stepping with an anointed touch.
SWAT.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, but shout out to one of the originals though. So it's all good.
So Adrian was in the front when he was stepping, or was he in the back?
They go by height.
We go by height.
He was on the foot end. So he was on the foot end.
Adrian had to church truck.
Yeah, but why you do your hands like that?
Because you were at the end where it tilts.
Y'all so disrespectful.
I can just imagine being in a little country church and going, "Hey y'all, SWAT outside."
Right.
and half of the church started running because they got warrants. So I'm here for it.
Wrong SWAT.
That's not it. But I believe that half the people in the world got professional mourners on their price list right now because of Golden Gate.
Now that's most likely true.
They are
that's
there.
most likely true. But yeah,
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try putting this type of stuff on a price list, especially with the lead car.
He's definitely been a trendsetter. Speaking from someone who literally everything I know about the funeral industry, literally I have learned and have been taught from John Beckwith Jr. Literally everything I know. And it's so crazy because I've never, even when I started working for a different firm, I didn't go there necessarily because I wanted to. But even when I went there, there was nothing that I needed to be, shown or needed to be taught per se. I literally was just put where I was put and I knew what to do. But it's Wendal, piggybacking even what you said with the meetings, it's so many aspects and so many other different elements that we are taught in those morning meetings that some people just don't understand. But like he said, when you don't have the opportunities that I've been blessed with here, in the last, 10 years or so to go to conventions and things like that, I wasn't surprised to anything because I had already learned it in the morning meetings, like literally. And you talking about 7:30, 8 o'clock now, they ought to be happy because we didn't get that privilege. Them jokers started at 6, and like literally, so yeah. And if you wasn't there, you was in trouble. But nevertheless, like yeah, even with like I say with SWAT and again, just so much of the distinctive training that you get. His motto is, as it relates to the ride along program, is a true, open, and honest look into the funeral business, and that's literally with every inch and letter of that statement. That's what he offers you, and it's nothing that you're going in and you got to pay for. It's nothing that you're going in and you got to beg for. So I've told you this many a times, and I tell you this all the time, that I love you. I tell you that I respect you, and I tell you that I appreciate you for what you gave to me. Here it is now. I'm 24 years in, and I'm
Mhm.
just, I'm grateful, and I just pay homage to you all the time. And it was so crazy because I wanted to tell you this earlier. When we was in Jersey, you patted me on my back and you told me how proud you were of me when we was in Jersey, and I appreciate you for that because I kept that with me that whole night, and I was just like, damn, I can't remember when the last time he told me that. I think I was working for Golden Gate when the last time he told me that, and so it made me feel so good. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, man, because I've never not called you boss. You've always been boss to me. I've never called you nothing else but that, whether I was there or not there, and so that's just what I have embedded in my spirit, as it relates to you. So, most definitely, man, I appreciate you, and you definitely are a pillar to this industry. And so I'm just grateful to know that I came up under your tutelage. So I'm excited for that.
Now,
Appreciate you
now
guys.
KJ
Hey,
Johnson
did you
has
see?
said, in word of John Witherspoon, Mr. Beckwith Jr. knows how to coordinate his suit. He be on point.
He knows how to coordinate. Coordinate.
That,
Coordinate.
You
man,
gotta,
that is Mr. Custom Suit himself.
I know. But Adrian, this is my question to you. Now, you got up at 6 o'clock in the morning for the meetings, and you still don't get nowhere on time now.
I used to be late to the meetings.
What do those meetings look like though, John? Like, what are you discussing? Because I see in some of the videos they have papers in their hand. What does one of those meetings look like?
Well, probably the most important part is the Funeral 101. We try to teach them something every day. I try to empty myself. Anything I've learned in the business and from whoever I've learned it from, I try to make sure my staff know as much as I do. So I empty myself every morning to them. So I think that's the most important thing. That's read you'll send with paper or some type of electronic device. So they'll always have those notes with them. It may just be something as simple as how to drive a limousine or how to handle a funeral service, how to direct a funeral. But they're going to learn something every day.
That's
That's
excellent.
cool.
That's
That's
excellent.
cool.
Good stuff.
That's
Good
cool.
stuff.
There go my bestie Kevin. Kevin says,
So
"Tell me
I know we're a little bit got like 13 minutes left, something like around there.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
What
So
up, Chief?
what with Mr. Beckwith, with you doing the numbers you do, and I'm sure that you have had quite a few services that have been, because we've had some what we consider to be semi-celebrity large services, and it was mayhem. How I'm sure you've had other services that are extremely large crowds. How do you handle that with staff, knowing just that you may have 10 other funerals that day? How do you navigate large services?
And let me say this,
It's been so
one thing.
many.
Yeah, and being the assistant chief at a police department, we know a lot about crowd control. So it's something we was formally trained how to do. So you want to make sure that you have more people than what you need. It's okay to hire additional staff. Just make sure everybody's on one accord. And they have that one person they're looking at. If I don't panic, you don't panic. If you see me and I got it under control, just know that. So we haven't had any issues at all. Normally, the larger the crowd or more people, normally the better it comes out because everybody's on point and everybody be seen.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
so what? Just the average? How many staff members on a large service? Maybe 500 to 1,000 people. Would you
Yeah,
say?
if you're going to have that many people, you're going to have at least 10 staff members.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, Warren.
Don't do that. I just knew that you were gonna do that. Listen,
Let me tell you, we're here in Virginia, and I love COVID because COVID, the time we got to watch people's funeral. Let me tell you, Warren and his mother, my friend Jackie Reid, them two can work a funeral and don't need nobody else. They can be them two in work a service. There's 500 people in there, and them two can work the funeral. I'm like, where the rest of the staff at? They're like, we good.
Listen,
Yeah.
and you know what? And you know what? To what he just said, it has taught me how to be calm and collected. Because if I'm not panicking, I don't need you to panic.
Right.
I don't need you to panic. The obituary is not coming out the car until the family's seated. Like, if people are asking you questions, send them to me. Because I didn't took my pill for the day.
Speaking of COVID, how did that affect you guys? Did you guys?
I can tell you, it was unbelievable. You know, when I say we did 2,500 cases on the average, I mean that almost doubled during COVID. You know, we was bearing the entire families. So yeah, it was really difficult for the staff because my staff was also battling with COVID. So yeah, it was a pretty tough time. Now, one thing good is that, you know, everybody knew the situation. The families knew what was going on. You know, we saw it across the world before it ever hit United States. We saw it coming. So we saw building refrigerations and things of that sort. So we was prepared for it. What we wasn't prepared for is so many staff members that would be out at the same time. But families were very patient. They knew the situation. So it worked out pretty well for us.
Well,
Did you shorten the times of your services during COVID?
Did we do what now?
Did you shorten the times of your services during COVID? Like we used to have 4-hour viewings, and we down to 2 and haven't gone back no further than 2 hours.
Well, you know, we had an order in Dallas that we only could have like 4 people at one time, and it was like then it went up to 8, 10 people. So they weren't very large services, so that made it a lot easier.
Yeah. Wow. COVID was rough on everybody in different ways.
It was.
Well,
now, prior to COVID, were you doing a lot of live stream, and did you find that your live stream increased after COVID, post COVID?
Yeah, we was doing some live stream before COVID. Of course, COVID made everything live stream because you said only 4 people can show up, and they got 10 family members. So everything became live stream. Our live stream was it was great for us, and I still love it today. I want every family to live stream because I want people all over the world to, you know, watch the services. So yeah, live stream was great, and COVID definitely helped us go to the next level with live stream.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
So
Mr.
before we get ready.
Yep, because I'm about to say we got 5 minutes.
Hold on, yeah. So before we do the closing thought, just a quick question versus the answer to the up and coming funeral home owner, funeral director versus to even the now, whether it be another big, small, or medium size funeral home. How do you tell them what advice can you give them to handle the different cultural services that may try to come their way versus the not even just the different ethnics of it all, but just if they say, okay, well, I want to put a car in the middle of this, so if I want 800 people on this side and then another 3 on this side, and only these people can go versus this time, and just how do they deal with the different, you know, cultures versus the different specifics of how people want these different services, you know, in versus now and in the future, you know, like what advice can you give from your success stories to that person?
And I'll give you one word, and that's respect. I want people to respect me, what I believe in, what I want. So I'm always going to respect you and what you want. You're going to pay me for a service, whatever that service may be. And I'm going to respect whatever your religion is, whatever your culture is. And I'm going to give you exactly what you pay for.
I appreciate that. And then before we let you out of here, you also have a podcast as well. Can you give us all the information and give the people all the information to your podcast, the times and how they can watch and share? And
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, every morning, Monday through Friday, we do a morning drive with the Undertaker at 7:25 a.m. We have the YouTube channel Golden Gate 5, as well as you can go onto our Facebook pages as well.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Go ahead, Warren.
We so appreciate you for taking the time out of your vacation to be with us. You know, we know it's a vacation, but I know that you are scouting the funeral home location in the West Indies. So y'all look out for Golden Gate West Indies.
I'll apply. I'll apply.
Lord,
I'll go down there and run it.
As long as you got a swimming pool, she'll apply.
But with our last 3 minutes, if you could just encourage the people, give us an encouraging word. We're gonna go out with Mr. Beckwith, but we'll catch you all on next Monday with a whole different topic. And we're gonna turn it over to Mr. Beckwith.
Well, thank you all so much for having me. First of all, let me say this. Each one of you are, I feel like I know you. Of course, we've seen each other throughout the conventions. I have so much respect for each and every one of you. I know you may be new in the industry, and I say new, I mean, you're talking about 20 years. But let me say this. Each one of you have something special. And let's make sure that the public know what that special is. Whoever you are, be yourself. You don't have to be John Beckwith. You don't have to be anyone else other than yourself. And just remember this, is that we're not competitors. We work together. Everybody learn from one another. Stay in touch with one another. Always encourage one another. We never know if it's, a bad day for me or maybe a bad day for you. And whatever you do, we don't ever want to put our mouth on another colleague. If someone ever asks us, what do we think of someone else? It's always in a positive way. And especially African Americans, we have to be really careful that we don't allow some of the big corporations who's making millions and billions of dollars off of our people, that we start beating each other up and we're running our race to the other people. Wow. And a lot of times we're so jealous of each other. We'd rather that Black people go to the white funeral home than to use our competitors. And it's really sad. So when I see that, I'm really concerned. So I'll say to the generation under me, make sure that you stay friends. Make sure you encourage one another. And whatever you do, don't let the SCIs and all these other big companies take over the Black tradition of handling our own services. One of the things was separate but equal. I know y'all may not remember that, but that was a big deal when Blacks took care of Blacks. But now that we have the opportunity to go to the whites and we have the opportunity to bury in their cemeteries, doesn't mean we have to, just because we have the right to do it. So I want to encourage each one of you to make sure that you always uplift your fellow colleagues, especially African Americans, as we struggle through, and we are struggling together, and that we all can be successful together.
Wow,
man,
that's good.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
All right, well, Mike.
I'm here, man. Hey, look, Brother Beckwith, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming on today. I got a little something just for you.
God bless you.
Yes. Yes.
Found the song.
Man, you've been waiting to come off mute the whole time to put this. Hey, boss, we appreciate you, man. Mama Hamlar, happy birthday, darling. We love you.
Happy
Mama
birthday.
Wood, happy birthday.
Mama Vanessa, happy birthday, Mama Vanessa.
Make Mike pay for the whole bill for everybody.
And
happy birthday,
President Obama.
Happy birthday, Obama. Listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all so much. Y'all tune in next Monday. We locked in. Y'all follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Listen, we love you.
Yes. And now he's frozen too. And in the words of Russell Simmons, God bless and good night.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.